Hey, I'm Cameron McKenzie, and I want to show you how to list, switch, and check out Git branches. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do this. If you're working with GitHub or GitLab or Bitbucket, you've probably got some sort of online tool that is going to allow you just to list your branches by clicking on a drop-down box. So here's my Git branches examples repository. I click on it. It shows me all of the different branches. If there's a lot, you might have to click View All Branches here. And if I want to stick to the main branch, well, there it is. I got Adam Baker and Carol HTML files. If I want to switch to the development branch, well, I've got Adam Baker, Carol, and devo.html. Now, having said that, most people, when they talk about switching or checking out branches, they're interested in doing that from the command line. So I'm just going to copy the GitHub URL there, move to a temp directory, open a git bash command, not the git GUI command, the git bash command, and do git clone, paste in that URL. And that's just going to take this repository here up on GitHub and copy it right here into my local environment. So I got to move into that directory. So cd git star. That puts me into the Git directory. Notice I'm on the main branch here. I can do a little ls command and say, hey, what are the different files here? And you can see the main branch has Adam, Baker, and Carol. And that's consistent with what's in here. It's also consistent with what's over there. So everything seems to be working nicely. Now the question is, what other branches do I have? So I can go git branch over here, and this should list all my branches, but it says, hey, I've only got a main branch. What's going on here? Surely I've got more than a main branch. Over here I've got, oh, it looks like I've got all the standard git flow branches over here. Well, the reason is when you do a clone, it's only going to clone in the default branch, that main branch there, maybe a master branch. It doesn't actually physically bring in the code from the other branches, but they're still available as git tracking branches. So if you go git branch -r, it'll say to you, hey, you may only have that main branch pulled over locally, but we've got a handle to all of these other branches. Anytime you want them, just switch to those branch. So let's say I wanted to move to the bug fix branch. I could go git switch bug fix, and all of a sudden I'm now on the bug fix branch. That's how you switch between branches. By the way, switch came out in 2020. There used to be another command called checkout. I don't like checkout because it implies that code is being maybe locked. Like when you check something out, it implies that a file is locked, and Git doesn't do that. I don't like that verbiage. Seems like the very handsome people at Git didn't like that verbiage as well, so they got rid of the checkout command. But what I did with switch here, you could do with checkout. So you might see some older guys in the team going git checkout and saying git checkout. Let's check out the hotfix branch. We've moved to hotfix. As you can see, git checkout did the same thing as git switch, just git switch makes a lot more sense verbally. And if I do a git branch command now, it'll say I've got 3 local branches, bug fix, hotfix, and main, and currently I'm on the hotfix branch. The fact that it's green and has a star on it, that has nothing to do with using checkout instead of switch. It just has to do with the fact that, well, that's the branch that I'm currently on. Now I showed you how to do the git branch command, which tells you all your local branches, and I showed you how to do the git branch -r, which shows you all the remote branches. If you're real crazy, you can always do git branch -a, and that'll give you all of them. So here it says these are all of the branches that you've checked out locally, but these are all of the remote tracking branches as well. So if you want to move on to any of these, go right ahead. You can do git switch and switch to development. And I spelled that wrong, so git switch development. You have to spell these things correctly. The artificial intelligence isn't that great anymore. And you can see now I'm on the development branch. You'll also notice up here we added that devo.html file. So notice the main branch over here only has 3 files in it, Adam, Baker, Carol. Over here on development, it's got Adam, Baker, Carol, and devo. As soon as we move to the development branch, that devo file came back. Watch it disappear. If I now switch, git switch, keep spelling it wrong. If I switch to the main branch, that devo will disappear. and it disappeared because that devo file doesn't exist over on the main branch. Okay, and there you go. That gives you a whirlwind tour of how to use the git switch command, the git checkout command, and the git branch command. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Now, if you do want to learn more about GitHub or GitLab or Git or Bitbucket or any of those DVCS tools or DevOps tools or enterprise software development in general, head over to theserverside.com. I'm the editor in chief over there. We've got lots of great tutorials. If you're interested in my personal antics, you can follow me on Twitter at CameronMCNZ, and please subscribe on the YouTube